Well, hello guys and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we will take a look at the translate function. So let's get started. Simply write in here transform as usual, but right now we will use the translate function and we will use just the 2D function, so no 3D. And in here we pass two arguments. So first one is basically the x and second one is the y coordinate. And what that means? Well, I think you will understand it better on an example, so let me show you. If I pass in here 50 and 0 pixels, so that should mean that when I hover over the item, it should move by 50 pixels to the right? Okay, so let's see. It does. Okay, it's pretty slow animation. I will move it like 150 so that you can see it better, but it just moves to the right, as you can see. Okay, and then it goes back down. So I can also use the y coordinates. So for example, I will also make it 150, and right now, and I'll change this one to 0 so that you can just see the eye changing, and it will go by 150 pixels down. Okay, so if I hover over it, it goes by 150 pixels down. It's quite slow because it have like 2 seconds the duration of it, but that's okay, right? We want it to be slow so that you can see it correctly. So yeah, that is how you can translate the x and y coordinates using the translate function. You can also pass in here a negative value, so -100 will turn it. So this means it will go kind of back, okay, so to the left. You probably know, if you have like math in high school or somewhere, you probably know the y and x-axis. So the x-axis have like the positive values in the right and negative values on the left. So when I hover over it, it goes by 100 pixels to left, okay, to the negative side. And the y coordinate is upside down. So if I make it -100 and I remove this one, it should go by 100 pixels up, okay? So if I hover over, it goes up. So yeah, what we can also do is use the translate, for example, xi. So if I go and translate x, I simply pass the argument for the x function only. So if I write in here 200 pixels without the semicolon, obviously, and then I hover over, it doesn't work for some reason. Why it doesn't work? Yeah, it works now. So it goes by 200 pixels to right. Okay, so that's basically right. You can separate these two. So if you only want to move like x coordinate, you can use the translate x. Similarly with y. So translate y is, it just moves it up. Okay, well, down. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the opposite, right? So for the y-axis is just upside down, basically, from the y-axis in math. Okay, so when you add like positive value, you go in this direction, so kind of inside the page, and when you add like negative value, you go in this direction. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will see you next time.